Welcome back for another yummy update, friends. As you know by now, it's crime season, baby. I've got a whole cracker episode coming for you later. But speaking of crime season, friends, I have a video here from Tim Burchett, who's going to ban US politicians from owning stocks. He's going to help push it forward. Now, if you remember, before I even get started, friends, there is my exotic top signal list. And I have a few things here which might appear at the top. Okay, we've already selected 3 here. Bitcoin, Ethereum ETFs, and Andrew Tate launching a coin. I did this very, very, very long ago. When Andrew Tate was flooding crypto back in 2023, I'm like, oh, he might be a top signal. But actually, he launched his own coin way earlier than I thought. But I just left it there anyway, right? So I have this list here. It is decidedly so. Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for making this cube. 3 ice cubes. The predictor! So if you notice, friends, my first one is actually US Congress self-bans from stocks. The US Fed self-banned at the top in October 2021, and then, you know, crypto and everything blew up after that. So we might see that again. Remember, I've got other things here. Ty Lopez coming back, Jim Cramer bullish, Coinbase #1 App Store ranking, a meme coin hitting 100 billion market cap, public ICO raising $1 billion, NASDAQ launching a crypto index, MicroStrategy NAV turns negative. We might see a few more ones, friends. Like there's this movie coming out. It's called like Kill Satoshi or something, which you might go through. That they might appear. Oh, thank you to Crypto Crapo. Do not FOMO here. Awesome. Might be an actual top signal. Look at this. This is wonderful. Thank you, Mr. J Plush out here. This was back in July this year. This is wonderful because I was starting to reverse up. So here we have HexJam Hex as well. This is my... I post these updates every once in a while, okay? So they're my exotic top signals. So what we'll do is now is I'll just show you. Tim Burchett, he's actually, friends, he's one of... There's like 1 or 2 honest politicians in America, and he is actually one of them. He's pro-UFO disclosure. Now, how you know he's honest? He doesn't get invited anywhere. Yeah, he always says they never invite him to any political meetings. Like every time there's a meeting, his name is not on the list. They're like, oh, I ran out of room. And literally invite everybody but him because they know he's not going to do the crime stuff in there. Let's listen to him.
Crazy skateboards and people asking,
look what he says. Look what he says. For how funny.
Everybody knows I make these crazy skateboards and people asking, hey, sell me a skateboard. So I said, well, let me go check it out with ethics. I literally got to get attorneys involved to sell a dadgum skateboard. But if I want to do insider stock trading, just get elected to Congress. Really. I mean, let's just be honest. Look.
It's crime season, baby. You heard it from the man himself. So it actually is true. He says, yes, if I want to... It's kind of funny. I always talk about skateboards as a joke. He actually says, yeah, if you want to sell a skateboard, attorneys, legals, ethics... Right? Oh, maybe let's include all types of flags on the bottom of the skateboard so no one gets offended. You got to go through all this other stuff. But he's like, oh, if I want to start insider trading stocks, baby, I just got to become a politician. So he thinks we should move closer and closer to the self-ban on stocks. So hopefully we do get closer and closer to that out here. Now, this, remember I said more updates coming your way, friends. Thank you to Mr. Crypto J. Hollywood plans a Kill Satoshi movie, a movie about Bitcoin's creation. Casey Affleck and Pete Davidson will star in Kill Satoshi, a thriller directed by Doug. The film explores Bitcoin's birth and mysterious creator. Okay, so it's in 2026. That's why, you know, as soon as it happened, everyone's like, my friend Sommi, who I listen to every day, could this be one of the top signals? We'll see. We will see. It might be just but one of the things that come out in the mania, you know, we were just watching the movie. Hopefully there's some like really cringe things in it that they just post on Twitter and everyone's like, God help us all. I love those ones. We're like, we know something is wrong with this picture. We know there's something really, really, really badly wrong with this picture. Like, you know, Pepsi saying, wag me, friend, when they weren't here for the bear market at all. And now they just appear. So, it's going to be one hell of a season. But some people think it's over. I don't think it's over, friends. Let's crack on through. So I've reported to you as well, friends. So Gainzy has rugged his Pump Fund streamer coin in one click to exit. He made 400k profit. So the coin went down 99%. And then he bought with 2 side wallets. So he full sended it to 0. And then 2 side wallets that were loaded mysteriously from BitGet, non-KYC, they bought up the bottom, the exact bottom. And they made... combined 550,000. So he sells it. Everybody thinks it's rugged, and then he uses the other wallets they buy, Once he's bought, then he goes back to his main account and he goes, oh, I accidentally misclicked. Friends, it wasn't an accidental, and no one believes it's an accidental misclick because people actually said, before you click it, it says, do you want to confirm selling 100% of your bags? It actually says that. And he goes, yes. Oh, no, accidentally. No, I mean, no. Ah, well. It's wild how 24 hours ago, I warned everyone about LA Vape Cabal streamer coins because they are celebrity token trash. Okay, he bought an exit dump and then he tweeted like it's back to normal. He had 74% supply. I've got more stuff on crime season coming up here, friends. So all the threads have come out. Today, Gainzy crashed his own token. He sold actually, so he made all that money. It's kind of funny, friends. He didn't buy it back straight away. He bought it on the other wallet. So that is funny. Here are his tweets. Emergency stream. Bro, the terror. Effing hell. This one's going to cost me a lot. I wasn't hacked. It was an accident. Click. No one believes it. No one believes it at all. You even have, I'll go through more stuff later on. They even did Arkham. Gainzy's stream token dropped 99%. He says this was an accident. Do you believe him? You know, man. It's wild, man. It's wild. Look at this guy. Potato hater. I just lost $2,000 in Gainzy's stream coin because it looks like the dev one click sold the coin to 20K. Now he's saying it's a misclick when my rent money is gone. Let's play some angel music for that guy, you know? Let's play some gentle angel music. Welcome to crypto, baby, you know? Look, you're not a real crypto investor unless you've literally just woken up and the thing's just gone to zero. You know, that's part of the that's part of your ritualization into this out here. So you're telling me that someone who fresh funded a wallet just yesterday from Checks Notes, BitGet of all places, just so happened to grab 25% of the coin at 18K and sold for 400K profit, and that you accidentally fat fingered your entire bag? So obviously everyone is skeptical. Here we have Mr. Shulgates tagging ZachXBT in Coffee Break, and I said, if Richard Hart forgot to pay $3 for a Coke, they'd be all over the scandal. We all know it. That is shout out to Richard Hart out here. That's a Metal Gear Solid reference there, because if you know, friends, I made a post earlier showing you that LibertySwap Finance is like gray fox. You ever played Metal Gear Solid, friends? Metal Gear Solid, you fight the robot ninja, gray fox. Look at, friends, look at this cute art we have here. I made this. LibertySwap is not a real boss. Welcome to PulseChain. Lady Liberty is your friend. See Grey Foxy. You fight Grey Fox at the start. You can't get him. HP goes low, and then he says, ha ha ha, I'm actually on your side. We have to fight the bigger enemy later on. Yeah, did I go off script? It was something going schizo? You tell me. Some big yummy updates here for you, friends. Ethereum and Tron chain have 86% of the world's stablecoins. Look at this pie chart. So Ethereum is in the blue, Tron is in the red. Ethereum and Tron, 86%. Where's Solana? It's like 6 to 7%, you know? So if there's a stablecoin super cycle, kind of tells you the fundamentals. It's all geared up to what everyone's choosing, okay, out here. More yummy updates, friends. Remember, PulseChain still has the Interpol case on Richard Hart, and we thought it was going to get removed soon. Maybe it is going to get removed soon, but I just want to show you how out of touch governments are. So, in the land of Finland, now, we have Finnish baby dolls. You are all welcome. We do love you and appreciate you. Well, you know, we all know, all our governments, they're pretty much corrupt, bribed. You know, we know they're all snakes, okay? Now, in Finland, friends, I'm just telling you why the Interpol is a complete joke against PulseChain and Richard Hart. In Finland, look at this. Naughty actions, SEX, with 10-year-old is declared not grape. A Finnish court rules in an immigrant's case. So, an immigrant, literally, disgusting, subhuman filth, cockroach gut, immigrant, abused a 10-year-old girl, and their court said, yeah, honest mistake. Look at it, it's real. It's real. In a case that triggered public outrage. Now, yeah, it is from 2018. I did more. It's funny. Some Reddit soy boy tried to do community notes on it, and I went through it. Do you want to know what the community notes said? It said, no. The real reason it happened is because they said the 10-year-old did not say no. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not joking. They actually wrote that as like, no. It's false. It's FUD. It's FUD. Man, you people. I can't even call you people. Okay, you are literally reptilian lizard, subhuman filth, soy latte drinking scum. Shout out to Mr. Matt Smeed as well. Soy has infected the whole of society. Oh my God, it just hit me. The Finland Interpol FUD is Fugazi. Oh my God. That's why I'm taking a bet that they're full of soy. Okay, Interpol, total FUD, friends. Just ignore it. In more news, friends. So our friend Ivan, the technologist, has done 2 coverage posts on PulseChain and my friend Sommi, aka me, aka your friend Sommi, and stuff out here.
Nipple pegging, yeah, exactly. With your pDAI, you will have to wait more.
So he goes and speaks out here. So Ivan,
that they fork.
We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for covering PulseChain. Ivan, I got a question for you, brother. We all got a question. Ivan, you gave 2 minutes of this, bro. You gave 2 whole minutes, and you read out Sommi FUD, which is complete fabrication and lies. If you have that much time to speak about us, bro, why don't you watch the videos I tag you in? Like, friends, I literally, just to give you an example, what type of FUD, friends? Obviously, the Ping Pong Coin narrative from pDAI came from us, okay? Because pDAI, it's not a stablecoin. Stablecoins fall under the Genius Act Regulation Act. You need bank account deposits, yeah? It's a ping pong coin. We made the meme word. And by we mean Carl the Circumciser first said it. He tagged me in Telegram, and then I made videos about it, right? Now, Binance posting about this and all the other conspiracy stuff, yeah? No one said Binance is definitely listing anything, okay? So I don't know why Ivan is giving time and attention to just complete fabricated lies. If you watched my video, I clearly say this doesn't give confirmation of anything. But for me, not you, me, because I can't make decisions for you. For me, it raises the odds that there is a bigger story at play, that it's not random. There you go. Move on, okay? But when you're a soy boy coper and you're sidelined and you want something to go down to 0, but there are buyers that keep appearing, I know it's hard. Friends, you got to understand from the sidelines, like, Ivan, bro, if you're going to make 2 to 3 minute time segments to read, like, friends, that's what the whole like, just 2.5 minutes was reading just lies about me and Sommi FUD. Bro, but Ivan, I literally tagged you here. Stop listening to irrelevant liars and start watching this clip. Actually, you don't really need to, bro, because it went to 0 twice and strong believers bought it anyway. It doesn't need anyone. So, pDAI, OIP, Ownerless, Immutable, Permissionless, outside the Genius Stablecoin Act, nicknamed a ping pong coin because it's technically not a stablecoin. 50 trillionth time, okay? The world needs a natively decentralized stablecoin. And people say, but Sommi, why do we need pDAI when we have Tether and USDC? I explain in the video because Richard Hart doesn't want to build a city and a chain that relies on paper IOUs in the future when there's 1,000 chains and 1,000 stable coins and they're all moving around. And if the bridge goes down, you're all trucked. All of you are trucked. Friends, it's like you have a country and there's bridges out to all the other countries and all your food comes from everywhere else. So if someone just burns the bridge, everybody in the city starves. Richard Hart's building for something beyond that. He's not building for that. Now, you might say, oh, what's pDAI got to do with it? Watch my videos, bro. Okay, we don't know exactly what's going on. I'm just telling you, I like the price action, number one. And number two, there are layer 2 code on the blockchain already pointing to pDAI, which might imply, I don't know, maybe it implies in the future, pDAI will get around the tax disadvantage where you'll be able to use pDAI as a claimable ownership as a share of something else, as in you are able to borrow something of equal value from it. I'm not going to go through this again, bro. No, look, I don't care. I find that it's biased, bro, you know, and that's okay, friends. It's okay because I get it. Like, friends, everybody who's sidelined on Ethereum, what they're doing is every time there's a bit of Ethereum Foundation FUD now, they just spam it because they want it to go down. You know, God bless you, man. You know what I mean? Just to let you know, okay, look, firstly, forget pDAI. Yeah, XRP didn't need you. Went up It's now rank 3 coin market cap in crypto, yeah? It didn't need any KOL to cover it, okay? Every single major KOL has only pooped on XRP, hates Ripple, even Bitcoin maxis. Guess what? It's ranked number 3, and it started running up early a year ago. 840% pop up. So clearly, network effects are bigger than just one person out there. But once again, we're completely... Look, I mean, TikTok, brother. I mean, like, how... You really want to play this game? Something that was meant to go to 0, and that is up... This is kind of funny, man. We are up right now 1,400% from gravestone emoji. You think we can't just do another 150% to 1 cent? Oh boy, it is what it is. In some other funny Ivan fashion on Ivan channel as well, friends, he spends another 3 minutes calling... Now remember, friends, I'm saying this, it's lighthearted, it's fun, okay? But I know a lot of people get passionate and everything out here. He says everyone is in an open relationship with Richard.
And by the way, big shout out to all Pulsicans. Pulsicans, can you tell me one thing? They are, like the Pulsicans, it's interesting. They are so pro-ETH even though they don't have ETH. Maybe they think that ETH going up is gonna pump, because whenever I speak about Sol ETH, like the biggest ETH promoters, actually it's not the ETH holders, isn't it?
See, we love you, Ivan. I know you're very busy. I know you got a lot of things to manage. I could literally just explain everything to you, not even with words, Habib. I'll just show you one chart. Do you want to guess which chart it is, friends? It's the OTHERS-eth chart. OTHERS-eth. So Ethereum is king of the altcoins. It's the biggest market cap. Yes. And by the way, Wall Street, Tom Lee literally came out. He's literally told everybody Ethereum's going to 60,000. I'm telling Wall Street 15 times a day they have to get in. Are you going to mid-curve it? This is it, friends. This is OTHERS-eth, bro. OTHERS-eth, friends, it's literally telling you Ethereum is the harbinger of altcoin strength. Everyone in crypto should be cheering Ethereum. It's not even my opinion. Look at the chart, bro. The chart is showing you. Look at the ratio over time. Look at this. They hover between, see, others. This is everything outside of the top 10 versus Ethereum. You see? It hovers between 1 and 0.5. You see this over time? It's actually grinding up over time as things slowly chip away at Ethereum. It's not Pulsicans. It's like, oh, Pulsicans are the only guys who want Ethereum to succeed. Friends, I think there's just an infestation of soy out there. Like, you're telling me, this is what I don't get, bro. You guys looked at this 17-year-old kid's head and said, you know what? I know you're a genius founder and you invented layer 1 smart contracts, but Vitalik, they actually say you're the stupid one in the room now, Vitalik. I don't think this guy's a dumb guy in the room, Prince. I'm taking a bet. I'm guessing this kid who coded Ethereum when he was literally 17 years old, didn't even have a pube on his face yet. I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark. He knows more about the future than people giving a platform for Gainzy to rug his meme coin. And Kanye. And Fred Kroeger. And every celebrity token. I'm just taking a wild stab, friends. And we have 60% of stablecoins pretty much just on Ethereum in the whole world. And stablecoin super cycles happening. And Tom Lee goes and buys it. And Tom Lee says, this thing's going to pump to the moon, multiple trillions of market cap. I just bought over 1 million supply, and I bought them all off Wintermute. Also scammers, market maker insiders. Their supply goes away, the coin goes up. Golly gee. I love yous, man. It's all right. It's all right. I get it. I get it, you know. Maybe sometimes, friends, people are just too rich to care. You know, they care about, you know, lists from the LA Vape Cabal. I am not on this marked safe from Zach XPT or Thread Guy's tier list today. Okay? I am not on anyone's list. Therefore, we still are extremely early. So that's all of crypto Twitter. They're just sharing LA Vape Cabal trash, bro. And yeah, it is trash. Donald Trump's token peaked in 36 hours. You all thought it was the start. No, it was actually the top and the end. Sol ETH went down only from that point. Here comes Tom Lee saying, I'm going to buy ETH. Sol ETH ratio starts going down as soon as ETH starts going up. You know what? Like we repeat these thousands of times over and over again. I'm worried about you. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried about you. Your life can change after just reading one of my tweets. He's in jail now, by the way. Tekashi, I tried to help you, Tekashi. Rug the meme coin. We tried to help you, Habibi Tekashi. We tried to help you. Stop hanging around scammers, grifters, loiterers. They're trash. They don't know how to invest. Your time frame on life, bro, it's too short. Have you noticed every single person is successful? Who do you probably look up to? Jay-Z? Yeah, they take long-term views on stuff, even though he's probably half reptilian and him and Beyonce have done some heinous things against children. But look beyond that. Look at his investing career. Long-term. Delay gratification. You still don't get it? I know. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it because the pegs on my nipples, they are thunderous. They send ripples through space-time. Hup! See that? These penetrate your crime season. And I'm flexing my pecs right there. Your life can change with just one of my tweets. Look what he's reading. It's me sideways, dick with butt, a core coin of Richard Hart's. That's a joke, friends, by the way. That's a joke. You can do what you want. So, it's obvious to some. It's obvious to the believers. If you're a non-believer, we didn't give a shit. Let's have a look at PulseChain. If you're on PulseChain, everything's going to be all right, bro. Everything's going to be all right. Here we have... Friends, you've seen this before, dude. It's kind of funny. Like literally, every single talking point that every KOL said against Ethereum, it's now been reversed. And they said, hey, don't worry, don't mid-curve it. Wall Street, Wall Street, Wall Street. Tom Lee comes out, unzips his pants, flops out a 1 million quantity pie of Ethereum and says, I'm going to shill this to Wall Street 18 times a day, and they really like Ethereum. So what do all the KOLs do? I think I'll hold some Solana, guys. How come you call Ethereum holders stupid for a year and a half as Michael Saylor's turbo borrowing and buying Bitcoin? How do you call Ethereum holders stupid and tell them Wall Street's buying Bitcoin? But then in the same breath, when Wall Street starts buying Ethereum, you say, la la la, can't see you. It's John Cena. It's John Cena, baby. Ah, man, you know, we're having fun here, friends. It's for entertainment. They don't learn. They'll never learn. You know when they'll learn? Price up. That's it. They'll learn when the price is up. Okay? And you can mark, friends, mark this on my grave. Mark this on my grave, okay? Here lies a man who foretold the prophecy of the sweaty smiley face emoji. Okay, there's a smiley face here. There it is. Okay? That's what you're going to say on my deathbed, friends. My grave. Yeah? That's what they're all going to be doing. The smiley face is in, ha ha ha, I am respecting your pump. You have glorious green candle. And then the sweaty face is going to be, oh crap. They told me to get in like 15,000 times. They made hundreds, thousands, posts, content, fundamental thesis. You know the chain was cheap. You know the coins were cheap. There were secret embedded messages. You didn't even need to know the messages. It tried to go to zero twice. The whole freaking PulseChain. Now we're launching an LCD marketing gift. You still needed to wait for the green candle? Okay, bro. Allah ma'ak. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.